Hello guys! I got another package today in the mail, and I actually really need this thing. If you remember, a couple of weeks ago I said that my UPS died and I needed to get a new one, but I couldn't find any good deals. And surprisingly, this company called Maruson, they reached to me and offered me to review this beautiful Power Pro UPS. So yeah, this video is sponsored and you guys be helping out this channel tremendously if you check them out. The link is in the description. But let me tell you what this is and what it does. So first of all, I'm gonna magically open this box. Incredibly easy unboxing experience. We got this thing and we got this thing. Let me show you. So here it is, Maruson UPS Systems Power Pro. So my model is Pro-1000LCD, so you can go check out on their website. They have multiple different models. This is 600 watt version, which is great. It's gonna be enough to keep all my system running no matter what happens. So this is my older system. Unfortunately, it died. It's no longer, the battery inside is no longer working. I still have all my stuff plugged into it, but it's not working as a battery backup. It's now just working basically like an extender, very big, fancy, bulky extender, but it doesn't provide any surge protection because the battery is dead. This unit is brand new and it looks bigger because it has bigger battery. And it also is a little bit shorter, so it's gonna fit nicely under my monitor. This is not your average power strip or surge protector. This thing doesn't just protect you from surges, it also provides a backup in case the power completely goes out. Your computer will not just shut down, you will still have a few minutes, 4 or 5 minutes to safely save everything and power off your computer properly. It can clean your incoming power, meaning if it's too high, it's gonna lower it down. If it's too low, it's gonna bump it up. So all your electronics always receiving as much voltage as they were designed to. If your power goes out for some reason, your computer is basically getting shut off immediately. And if you were working on something, if you haven't saved your progress, you're just gonna lose it. Unless you plug your computer into this thing. As you see here, we have surge and battery. So basically it's gonna take whatever voltage is in your system and convert it to flat, good value that is safe for your electronics. And this thing doesn't just protect electronics. You can also put in your internet cable, your Ethernet cable, or even your fax or DSL cables. It can filter anything. It can filter from any surges from any kind of signal. USB connector, you can connect it to your computer and it comes with a special software. There is a software disk. You can see the state of the battery, you can see the battery percentage, you can manage everything. There is also an option to mute this thing because it can get pretty loud when your power goes off. It just starts beeping like crazy, but you can just double tap the power button twice and it will get quiet. You have no idea how many times I was working on something, especially when I was in college. I would work on my thesis, I would work on some documents, and the power would just go off, especially when I was back in Ukraine. This thing saved my butt so many times. Here in New York, we don't have many power outages, but it still happened a few times. And not just power outages, but power surges. When I used to run my air conditioner, it would... sometimes it would just shut down the entire electrical system in the house, and this thing would save me from losing any progress and save me from having any unnecessary stress on my electronics. So I plugged everything in, my monitor, three of my monitors, my computer, everything is plugged in, everything is working, my computer have loaded, very beautiful. If you click the power button, you can see on the screen what's happening. You can see the input and output voltage. You can see the load. You can see the battery percentage, how full is the battery. It came already full, so that's very nice. So now, if for some reason, if I just unplug this thing, let me just unplug this thing from the outlet and see what happens. So this is what happens when you unplug it. You can see input is 0, but there is still output 120. And as you see, my computer is still working well. let's plug it back in. Let's not put too much stress on it. And once you plug it back in, it goes back to tell you. Okay, the battery wasn't fully charged, apparently. It was almost discharged, so now while it works, it's charging, so it's gonna charge back to the full, and it should give you 4 or 5 minutes of work for your entire system, so you can safely shut it down. Why is it important? Because your computer is full of small, very sensitive tech, like processor, a video card. Those things, that's why your computer takes like 20-30 seconds to shut down, because it's really important for your computer to shut down every component properly, to cut the power for all the components in specific order, with specific, I don't know, there is a specifics to it, and if you just unplug your computer, if you have blackouts, everything just dies instantly, and that's very, very bad for your internal computer components, your monitors. You can get dead pixels. You can just completely destroy your tech. So this thing, it's not just protecting your data from being unsaved, it's also protecting your internals of your computer from being damaged, which means they're gonna last longer and it's gonna save you money. This thing looks very nice. If you look compared to my old one, it's a little bit wider, but it's shorter, and it also has, I think it has a fan inside, so it's not gonna get warm. This thing can get pretty hot, but this one, I can feel cool air coming out of this. It's not very loud, especially if you're standing near my computer. It's about the same loudness, so I don't really hear it. And it's bigger because it has a bigger battery. This one was, I think, 800. It says 850, and this one is 1000. So yeah, the battery is obviously gonna be bigger. In some states, rolling blackouts is a pretty common problem, I hear. So if you're in one of those states, if you had this problem before, if you had your computer just turn off when the power goes out and lose some data or get some errors, like, why suffer through this? Just get yourself an UPS. Go check out the site in the description. These guys make a quality stuff. I really, really like it. This thing is solid. I'm gonna be keeping you updated, guys. I'm gonna be running it 24/7 because my computer is never off. So if there are any problems with it, I'll let you know in the comments to this video. But so far, I'm extremely satisfied. Everything is working correctly. Everything is top notch. It feels really good to be protected. When I'm recording a video, if the power goes out, I basically lose the entire video, because if it's not safely finished recording, you lose all the data. But in this case, if everything goes out, I have 3 to 4 or 5 minutes to just stop my recording, save everything I need, and close computer normally. So if you want to protect your electronics and save yourself from potential data loss, go check out Maruson products in the description. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.